Hi, my name is Julia and I'm an artist and I work in a variety of media. Today we're in my home studio. I do sculpture, drawing, performance art, and installation, and all of my work is kind of about connecting my life and what I care about to the lives of other people. My drawing practice, which I'm going to talk about today, is really more about reflecting on things I care about in my own life, and it's kind of the fuel that gives me kind of energy to do the rest of my work, which is more interactive. So for this channel, I would like to tell you about all the different types of art I make, the process, and how I come up with my ideas. And today I'm going to show you some of the art supplies I use for my drawings. Lately, I have been using Posca Uni paint pens. These are the fine tip ones. But I also have chisel tip pens that have a thicker tip. And I actually mix my own acrylic paint in these applicator bottles with Golden Flow Medium because the pens are pretty expensive and it would be pretty expensive to replace them all the time, but it works perfectly well to just refill them with paint. Something I've been using for about 3 to 4 years now are these tempera paint sticks. I actually get the ones that are for kids because they work just as well as the ones they have at the art supply store. And these are, I like to say these are kind of like drawing with lipstick because they're very soft and satisfying. Recently I got this new set of watercolors. There are 48 colors, and this is called half pan because of the size, and these, as you can see, pop out and you can replace them if you run out of a color. Because these watercolors look pretty different when they're in the pan versus when they're actually on the paper, I created this reference guide for myself so that I can match it up. As you can see, the watercolors look pretty different when they're on watercolor paper versus when they're in the pan, so I made this handy reference guide so that I can match up the paints against what they appear like on paper to make it so that I can watercolor more accurately. A drawing in which I use both paint pens and watercolors is this montage of different pets that I have painted in the past. So I used watercolors to color in the drawings, after which I outlined them with a black pen. And on the leaves here, I used the Posca paint pen to outline the leaves. I like to work with mixed media a lot, so I made this drawing that says Black Trans Lives Matter, which is a combination of watercolor, marker, and paint pens. I also love to use gel pens. I use them to create highlights, and I use Jelly Roll. That's my favorite brand. And I also have a Zebra brand, which I just actually found at Walgreens, which is very sparkly, that I like to use. So that's a very quick intro into the types of art supplies I've been using lately. And I'm really excited because I have a show coming up in October, so I'm going to be making a lot more watercolor drawings for that. I'm going to start experimenting with portraiture. I've done a lot of pet portraits, but now, or portraits of animals, because I love to put animals into my paintings and drawings, but I'm going to start working with what I like to say human portraits, so we'll see how that goes.